Hello and welcome. This is the Canon M50 Mark II. This camera came out in 2020. It's now 2023, and this is the camera I use the most. Let's take a look. My name is Cree and I own a marketing and video production company based out of Las Vegas. And on this channel, I focus on the tech I use and also bring you behind the scenes so you can see how I use it in everyday projects. And today we are looking at the Canon M50 Mark II. First thing we'll go over are the specs on this camera. This is an APS-C camera. It can shoot in 1080p, in 24, 25, 30, and 60. It can also shoot 4K video at 24 frames per second, although there is a pretty significant crop when you move over to 4K. Now, the big push for me when this camera first came out and why I upgraded was because it has a clean HDMI output. So you can see on the side here, it does have a micro HDMI output. There's also a microphone jack, which is super helpful, and there is Bluetooth functionality on this camera. The specs are important on this camera because it's the way I use this particular camera in my desktop setup, which you can see behind me. Now, I don't know about you, but I am on video conference calls all day long. I also do a lot of live streaming right here from my desk. I have two different setups so that I can do a landscape version of a video, and I can also capture vertical video if I want to go live on Instagram or create a reel, TikTok, or anything like that. So I have everything all set up and ready to go right here on my desk. Now over here on the left-hand side is where this camera typically sits. And if I ever want to create vertical footage, then I just move the camera over to the right-hand side of my desk here, and I have a dedicated microphone on this side as well so that I'm set up and ready to go whenever I want to capture video footage. This is the shot I use most often. This is when I place the camera on the left side of my desk. I have a permanent mount set up. I'm just running this camera straight into my MacBook Pro, and then I am using my Shure MV7, which is a USB microphone, and that's just plugged directly into my computer. For recording, I'm just using QuickTime, a movie recording. I'm recording in 1080p, and I use this type of setup for all of my video conference calls, and also anytime I want to capture something very quickly in a landscape type format. Or if I want to do a live stream on Facebook or Instagram, this is the setup I use. Whenever I want to do a quick vertical video, I just move my camera over to the right side of my desk. I have a permanent mount set up here along with a microphone over here, and I can create vertical content for TikTok, Reels, and also YouTube Shorts right here. I leave a space down below here to add any captions I want to add to the video. I'm also recording this using QuickTime on my computer. The big difference here is that I am using my Rodecaster Pro 2 with this particular microphone. This just isn't a USB-C based microphone, so I just have it running through the Rodecaster Pro 2. I'm capturing this in QuickTime. I can quickly edit on my computer and off the content goes. So that's how I use this vertical setup in creating content. So why am I using an outdated camera in 2023 when there are more capable cameras out there? Well, let's take a step back and look at the tech. Now, on my video conferencing calls, I'm normally streaming on platforms like Zoom and Google Meet, and the highest resolution that those platforms will stream at is 720. So having a 1080p camera is more than capable for those situations. Also, if I want to live stream to Facebook or YouTube, same thing there. They're going to top out at 1080. So again, this camera fits the bill. The other thing that I do at my desk is I create content for social media. That's platforms like Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, TikTok, and also YouTube Shorts. 1080p is pretty much the max that those platforms will handle anyways. So, that 1080p gives you a higher quality video than a phone, let's say, or something of lower quality. But it's really, really hard to tell the difference between 1080 and 4K on those platforms. So again, the Canon M50 Mark II does a spectacular job at meeting all of those needs right here at my desk. All of that leads me to the final question. Is the Canon M50 Mark II a capable camera or a relevant camera in 2023? And I would say unless you're doing something very high-end that requires dynamic range or 4K and above. And if you have no idea what any of that is, then don't go buy those more expensive cameras. If you were doing things like live streaming or creating content and reels for social media, this camera, I definitely recommend it. You can buy it used these days, and it suits my needs, and it can certainly suit yours depending on the situation that you're working in. So with that said, thank you so much for tuning in this week. I plan on putting out more videos like these in the weeks to come. If you liked what you saw, I invite you to like and subscribe, because that's just what you do here on YouTube. And until next time, take care, and I'll see you soon.